Do I need more than a will? The short answer, honestly, is yes. And a will says who gets what, but that is not the only question when it comes to estate planning. Estate planning covers what happens if you're incapacitated or disabled, and that will tell you who's in charge of your assets and your medical decisions, or your minor children if you're a parent of minors, who's caring for them during that time, and then ultimately who would be raising them if something were to happen. So you definitely need more than a will. And every adult needs a power of attorney. That's who's in charge of your assets, also who's in charge of your medical decision making. You need a healthcare directive to state that. And that is not only naming your agents that can make the decisions for you, but you get to tell them what happens if you're on life support or making those end of life decisions ahead of time. So you need a HIPAA release of who can talk to your doctors so that your family members and loved ones can know how you're doing, even if they can't make medical decisions for you. And you need all of that in addition to a will. So whether you need a will or a trust is a separate question. And you definitely have to know that a will alone does not cover all of your estate planning needs. Also, if you're a parent of minors, you want the guardianship completely covered. Short-term guardianship for an emergency situation, long-term guardianship is who would raise your children if you can't. Emergency wallet cards are used to make sure that the information about your estate plan is immediately available in an emergency as well. A letter to your children, a letter to their guardian, just so that they know things that you would want them to know and that you can write something down if your children are very young, or if a guardian would want some advice from you about what to do. That is a way to supplement just the will to make sure that everyone knows ultimately what your wishes are, your values, and your stories, and that you're able to pass those things down. A will alone cannot do all of that. And so a will is just one component or one piece of your overall estate plan.